Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Calm Step English. I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. We're so happy you're here with us today for another calm step on your English learning journey.
Today, we're going to talk about something very important, something that many English learners struggle with. Have you ever felt like native speakers don't understand you, even when you use all the right words? You know the grammar, you know the vocabulary, but still, there's a disconnect. It can be a really confusing and sometimes even embarrassing situation. You might think, I've studied so hard. My sentences are grammatically perfect. Why do people still look confused when I speak?
It can be very frustrating, right? You might think, my English is correct. Why can't they understand me easily? Well, today, we're going to reveal a hidden rule of English that can change everything for you. It's called the hidden rhythm rule. This rule is often overlooked in traditional English lessons, but it's absolutely crucial for clear, natural, and confident communication. It's the secret ingredient that makes your English sound smooth and easy to understand for native speakers.
That's right, the hidden rhythm rule. It's hidden because native speakers use it naturally, without even thinking about it. For us, it's just how English sounds. We learned it from a very young age, just by listening and speaking. And because it's so natural for us, it's often not taught in English classes, especially for beginners. Teachers might focus more on grammar rules or vocabulary lists, which are important, of course, but they don't always cover this crucial aspect of spoken English. But it's super important for clear and natural communication.
So, what exactly is this rhythm we're talking about? Think of English like music or a dance. Every song has a rhythm, a beat, and every dance has a flow. English also has its own rhythm. It's about how words flow together, which words are stronger, and which words are softer. Imagine a song where every note is played at the same volume and for the same length of time. It wouldn't sound very interesting, would it? It would be flat and hard to listen to. English speech is similar. It needs ups and downs, strong parts and weak parts to sound natural and engaging.
Exactly. It's not just about saying each word correctly. It's about how you say a group of words together. Imagine you're playing a drum. You don't hit every drum equally hard, right? Some beats are strong, some are light. English works in a similar way. Some parts of a sentence are stressed, meaning they are said louder, longer, and with a higher pitch. Other parts are unstressed, meaning they are said more quickly and softly. This variation in stress is what creates the unique rhythm of English. When you master this, your speech becomes much more pleasant and easier for others to process.
And this difference in stress creates the rhythm of English. When your rhythm is close to a native speaker's rhythm, it becomes much easier for them to understand you. Your speech sounds more natural, more fluent, and less like you're reading words one by one from a dictionary. It helps listeners predict what you're going to say next because the natural flow guides them. It also helps you sound more confident and less hesitant, even if you're still learning new words.
Let's look at an example. Imagine you want to say, I want to go to the store. If you say every word with the same strength, like, I want to go to the store, it sounds very choppy. It's correct words, correct grammar, but the rhythm is off. It's like a robot speaking, or someone trying to pronounce every single letter in every single word. This can make it very difficult for a native speaker to understand the main message you're trying to convey, because all words sound equally important.
A native speaker would naturally say, I want to go to the store. Do you hear the difference? The words want, go, and store are stressed. They are the important words, the content words. They carry the main meaning. They are said with more emphasis. The other words, I, to, and thee, are softer and quicker. They are function words. They are less important for the core meaning. This natural emphasis on key words helps the listener quickly grasp the main idea of your sentence.
This is the core of the hidden rhythm rule. English is a stress-timed language. This means that the stressed syllables in a sentence tend to occur at roughly equal intervals of time. The unstressed syllables are squeezed in between the stressed ones. This is different from some other languages that are syllable-timed, where every syllable takes roughly the same amount of time. For example, in a syllable-timed language, if a sentence has 10 syllables, it might take 10 units of time to say. But in English, a sentence with 10 syllables might take the same amount of time as a sentence with 5 syllables, if both have the same number of stressed beats. The unstressed syllables are just said faster to fit the rhythm.
Because English is stress-timed, we often reduce or shorten the sounds of unstressed words. This is why words like to often sound like tu or tar, and for can sound like fur. We don't fully pronounce the vowels in these unstressed words. This is called vowel reduction. If you try to pronounce every word fully and clearly with full vowels, you'll break the natural rhythm, and that's when native speakers might struggle to follow you. Your speech will sound too slow and unnatural, making it harder for them to understand the flow of your ideas.
So, let's break down this hidden rhythm rule into simple parts. The first part is understanding the difference between content words and function words. This is fundamental to understanding English rhythm. Once you can identify these two types of words, you're halfway there to improving your rhythm.
Content words are the words that carry the main meaning of a sentence. They are the nouns, like book, house, idea, the main verbs, like eat, sleep, think, the adjectives, like beautiful, happy, difficult, and the adverbs, like quickly, slowly, always. These are the words that you usually stress. They are the information-carrying words, the ones that paint the picture in the listener's mind.
For example, in the sentence, the big dog ran quickly, the words big, dog, ran, and quickly are content words. They tell you what happened and how it happened, so we stress them. We make them stand out. Let's try another one. Sarah bought a new car. Here, Sarah, bought, new, and car are the content words carrying the most important information.
Function words, on the other hand, are like the glue that holds the sentence together. They are words like articles, sa, and the, prepositions, in, on, at, to, for, with, conjunctions, and, but, also, and auxiliary verbs, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, can, could, will, would, should. These words usually do not carry the main meaning, so we typically do not stress them. We say them quickly and softly. They are often reduced, meaning their vowel sounds become a very short, neutral sound, like or e.
Let's try another example. She is going to the park. If we stress all words, it sounds unnatural. But if we stress the content words, it sounds like this. She is going to the park. Going and park are the key words here. The words is, to, and the are function words, and they are reduced. They are said very quickly and softly, almost blended into the stressed words around them.
Notice how is, to, and the become very soft and quick. They almost disappear. This is a very common pattern in spoken English. If you can master this, your English will sound much more natural. It will also help you understand native speakers better because you'll be used to hearing these words in their reduced form instead of expecting them to be fully pronounced.
The second part of the hidden rhythm rule is sentence stress. This is about deciding which words are the most important in a sentence, even among the content words. Sometimes we want to emphasize a particular word to convey a specific meaning, or to correct information, or to introduce new information. This is a very flexible part of English rhythm.
For example, let's take the sentence, John bought a new car. If someone asks, did Sarah buy a new car? And you want to confirm that John bought it, not Sarah, you might say, John bought a new car. Here, John is stressed to show emphasis on who bought the car. If someone asks, did John steal a new car? And you want to correct them, you might say, John bought a new car. Here, bought is stressed to correct the action. If someone asks, did John buy an old car? And you want to correct them, you might say, John bought a new car. Here, new is stressed to correct the type of car.
Or if someone asks, did you go to the bank? And you want to correct them, you might say, I went to the store. Here, store is stressed to correct the information. So, sentence stress can change the meaning or focus of a sentence. It's a powerful tool for clear communication, and it's something you can actively control to make your message clearer.
The third part is linking words, also known as connected speech. This is when words blend together in spoken English. It's like there are no spaces between words when we speak naturally. This is another big reason why learners find it hard to understand native speakers. When words are linked, they don't sound like individual words anymore. They sound like one long word. This can be very confusing if you're not used to it.
A common example is when a word ends with a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound. We link them together. For instance, an apple often sounds like a napple, or pick it up sounds like picky-tup. The final consonant sound of the first word moves to the beginning of the next word. Let's try a few more. Turn off the light sounds like turn off the light. Come in sounds like come in. Take out sounds like take out.
Another example is what is it? It often sounds like what is it? The T sound at the end of what links with the I sound of is, and the S sound of is links with the I sound of it. This blending is completely natural for native speakers. We also link words when a word ends with a vowel sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound. We often add a small Y or W sound in between to make it smoother. For example, go away sounds like go away. I agree sounds like I agree.
If you try to say each word separately, like what is it, it will sound very slow and unnatural. Practicing linking words will make your speech smoother and help you understand native speakers better. It will also help you listen more effectively because you'll start to recognize these linked sounds as common patterns rather than just a jumble of sounds.
The fourth part is thought groups and pauses. When we speak, we don't just say one long string of words. We group words together into small units of meaning called thought groups. And we pause naturally between these thought groups. These pauses are not random. They happen at logical breaks in the sentence, helping the listener to process the information in chunks.
Think of it like breathing. You can't speak without breathing, right? You naturally pause to take a breath. These pauses often happen at the end of a thought group. For example, I went to the market / and bought some fresh vegetables. The double slash represents a natural pause. If you don't pause, or if you pause in the wrong places, your listener might get confused about your meaning.
If you pause after every single word, your speech will sound very broken and hesitant. But if you learn to group words into meaningful units and pause at the right places, your speech will sound much more natural and easier to follow. It helps the listener understand the structure of your sentence and the relationships between your ideas. It's like putting punctuation marks into your spoken language.
So, how can you practice this hidden rhythm rule? It's not about memorizing rules. It's about listening and imitating. Listen to native speakers, listen to our videos, and try to copy their rhythm. The more you listen and try to copy, the more natural it will become for you. It's a skill that develops over time with consistent practice.
A great way to do this is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a short sentence or phrase and then trying to say it at the same time as the speaker, copying their rhythm, their stress, and their linking. Don't worry about understanding every single word at first. Just focus on the sound and the flow. You can use our videos for this. Play a sentence, pause, then try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. Then play it again and try to speak along with us. Start with short phrases and gradually move to longer sentences.
You can also try reading aloud. When you read, try to identify the content words and the function words. Stress the content words and say the function words quickly. Try to link words together where it feels natural. And remember to pause at the end of thought groups. A good exercise is to take a simple paragraph from a book or an article. Read it silently first to understand the meaning. Then read it aloud, focusing on the rhythm. You can even mark the stressed words and pauses on the text before you read.
Another tip is to record yourself. Record yourself speaking a sentence or a paragraph and then listen back. Compare it to a native speaker saying the same thing. Where are the differences in rhythm? Where can you improve your stress, linking, or pausing? This can be a little uncomfortable at first, but it's one of the most effective ways to identify your own patterns and make improvements. Don't be afraid to listen to your own voice.
It takes time and practice, but focusing on rhythm will make a huge difference in your English. It will help you sound more natural, and it will help native speakers understand you more easily. It's like unlocking a secret code to fluent English. Once you start paying attention to rhythm, you'll notice it everywhere, and your listening comprehension will also improve dramatically.
And remember, our Calm Step English channel is all about helping you learn English in a relaxed and effective way. We always speak slowly and clearly so you can easily hear the rhythm and practice along with us. We break down complex topics into simple, understandable steps, just like we did today with the hidden rhythm rule.
We have many videos that focus on real-life conversations and situations, which are perfect for practicing rhythm. Check out our playlists on situational English and daily habits. You'll find lots of examples there. We also have videos specifically designed for listening practice, where you can focus purely on the sounds and rhythm of English without worrying about complex vocabulary.
And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow and reach more learners like you. Your support means a lot to us. And don't forget to subscribe to Calm Step English and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new lessons. We're building a wonderful community here, and we'd love for you to be a part of it.
We release new videos every week designed to help you take calm steps towards English fluency. Join our community of learners and let's master English together. We believe that learning English should be a calm and enjoyable journey, not a stressful one.
Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep taking those calm steps. We'll see you in the next video.